this photograph of them celebrating with Justin Turner sitting next to the trophy without a mask on forevermore. You know, when I walk into Dodger Stadium with my kids, and I'll look at it and I'll think that was the end of the, COVID-19 2020 season, and he was COVID positive. And I hope to God that we don't learn that this was a massive super spreader event that put somebody who was in that photograph in the hospital. And then we would look at this photograph completely differently forevermore, Jeff. And, and I want to revel in the moment for this organization, which is filled with good people. And I don't want to wave a finger, but it's very difficult to look at all this and not think of it. And had Justin Turner not come back on the field, we would be sitting here and talking about what still needs to be talked about is how did Major League Baseball not centralize the testing sitting there right next to the stadium? How do they not have some rapid testing? How did they not hire some firm in the Metroplex that was going to handle this? How are they still shipping stuff off to Utah when everything's going down and you need to be buttoned up before the first pitch of a game? Like, literally, whoever's in charge of the protocol had to be sitting there saying, we are rolling the dice, putting this team out there for Game 6 without everything completely back and positive and negative and checked off. Like, how the hell that happen?
I think the answer is this: if you have somebody who you trust because they know the way that testing has gone all year long, and you trust the accuracy, you trust the doctor involved, you trust everybody there, the instinct probably would be to stick with them and to stick with that lab. I understand. I do understand that instinct. And I think the rapid tests that you're talking about, which the Dodgers were I'm pretty sure they took them when they got back to the hotel early this morning. But I think that the rapid tests don't have nearly the sensitivity that the PCR tests that they ended up taking do have. And so because of that, I think they just stuck with the lab that got him there. Was that a right decision? Was that a wrong decision in hindsight? I think that's a fair thing to ask. And let's put it this way: everyone was caught quite off guard, and there were a lot of very happy people, Rich, that the Dodgers came back and won that game. Because can you imagine what would have happened if Justin Turner had tested positive, the Rays had won, and Game 7 of the World Series was going to be postponed for at least 2 days, and depending on the number of other positive tests, could have been indefinitely just waiting around. And at what point then do you say, you know what, enough waiting, we need to get this thing done, and you, Los Angeles Dodgers, need to just put your best team that you can field out there and play for the championship. I mean, man, that would have been this is a bad situation. That would have been a bad situation compounded.